Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to show you a lunge exercise that is fantastic for strength, mobility, and balance, but then I'm also going to show you a way we can work on our lunge for getting up off the floor, which is super important. Lunging is one of the most functional exercises we can do, and let's make sure we do it correctly. Even if it's easy for you now, let's make sure it always stays easy for you. If it's not easy for you to do a lunge now, then let's work on it so it becomes better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just come down onto the ground and into a low lunge position with my back knee all the way down onto the ground. And you might need a blanket underneath the lower knee in order to protect it. So don't hesitate to cushion up if you need it. So we're going to be in this position here. Now the first thing we want to do is really push the feet down into the ground. You're going to feel your leg muscles contracting when you do that. That's going to help you to stabilize. This may not seem like a balance type of position or exercise, but actually there is a little bit of balance here. So we want to make sure and stabilize the body. So what we're going to be doing is just simply moving forward and back, but let's make sure we set this up correctly for the low back. So as I come forward, I don't want to have a big arc and collapse in the back with the belly protruding forward. Instead, I'm going to pull the belly in and roll the tailbone down. So rolling the tailbone down makes this low back feel like it's flatter. If I put one hand on my low back, one hand on my belly, and push in, that's what your muscles should be doing. So I'm going to hold in place here, place the hands on the front knee. Now I'm ready to hold that back in place as I come forward, gently feeling a stretch here in the hip flexor and weight bearing into the front leg. Then I move back out of the stretch, I feel weight into the back foot, and then I press forward again, and you can start to work a little deeper and deeper into this as you go along. So this is a dynamic stretching technique, meaning that we're moving into and back out of the position. So really great to do this for the mobility and for the strength work. But now let's talk about actually using this to come up off the ground. If you're able to just from this position come up off the ground, that's fantastic. That's what we want to be able to do. So in order to do that, I'm going to curl the back toes under. And if I need a little help, I lean over the front leg, and then that helps me to lift the back knee. And then I've, of course, got to make sure I don't step on my blanket, but I'm going to step all the way up until I'm up onto my feet. Okay, so let me get the blanket out of the way so that it's not going to be a problem. I'll come back down. And so what I had mentioned was leaning forward helps you to come up out of this position because it takes some of the weight off of the back leg and into the front leg. So hands on the front knee, I lean, lift the knee, and then I take little steps until I'm all the way up onto my feet. Now, if that's easy for you, then try a more vertical position. This is much more challenging. So I'm vertical here, keep the belly pulled in, either hands on the front knee, or the ultimate challenge would be the hands off to the side, lift the knee, step up. If you can do that, then you have the leg strength to be able to always get yourself up off the ground, which is very important. But we might have to work toward that. So we, again, lean forward is one option. Push the hands on the front knee is also going to be helpful. Ultimately, we might want to put a hand on a chair. So probably to the inside would be better. You put one hand on the chair, one hand on the knee, lean forward. Now you can really push down, and that's going to help you to come up. Now take little steps until your feet are all the way together and you're all the way back up. So working on your lunge is fantastic for your overall mobility as well as your strength for getting yourself up off the floor, whether it's easy now or not, it doesn't matter. If it's easy, great, keep doing this so it always stays easy. If it's not so easy for you, go through those progressions that I suggested so that you'll be able to do this lunge, getting yourself up off the ground all by yourself. It's harder than it might look, so we want to appreciate the ability to do it or work toward being able to do it. All right, subscribe for more tips, and I'll see you in the next video.